Happy anniversary, Goldfinger. It's your 60th anniversary. And guess what? You're still aging well.
Goldfinger.
Welcome back to a special Goldfinger 60th anniversary celebration. And what I wanted to do for the 60th anniversary of Goldfinger is this will actually be my first actual Bond movie review that I've done. And so, um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about Goldfinger and what I liked about it. What do I like about this movie? So, first, to me, with Goldfinger, I believe that it changed Bond from a normal spy or a private policeman, as he used to call himself in the books and such. He used to say, "Oh, yeah, I'm a policeman." It changed Bond into a super spy. And of course the gadgets, they helped with that mostly, but there were a lot more just over the top situations to escape from as well. And there are other aspects to this that changed James Bond from kind of a normal spy in his previous two movies into a super spy. And we'll delve into that a little bit more as well. First, we start with Sneaky Bond. Now, this is always a favorite aspect of a Bond movie for me. And we have our first opener where Bond he's finishing a mission before we cut to the credits. Now, later in the movie in Goldfinger, we get Sneaky Bond some more in several other scenes, and those are even more fun and intimate. And the reason why I'm using the word intimate with Sneaky Bond is you really get that sense of feeling. You get that feeling where you are sneaking around at night, breaking into this compound, and you are right there with James Bond as he's doing it. You are like pulled in close, and you really get to feel it, that sneaking around, trying to be quiet, overhearing conversations. You're pulled in close and you get a real good sense of it. They used that exact same feeling and the style of music when they filmed The Incredibles, that Disney cartoon, The Incredibles, when Mr. Incredible, he's sneaking around the island at night. And it is so well done, that scene. It stood out to me when I was watching that because they copied how Goldfinger did it. They pull you in and let you really feel it. So that's one of the aspects of this movie that I really enjoy. And the music. When you cut into the credits and throughout the movie, the music just screams super spy action movie. So the music just really lends itself to this movie and its style. Speaking of style, I also love the style of this movie. It captures the day and the age of the movies back then, the colors and the styles that people were wearing. So, for instance, one of my favorite scenes actually is towards the beginning where we find ourselves hovering over Miami, and the helicopter's coming in, do 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 do, with the old style of music playing, and it's hovering over this hotel. We're coming in on a crowded pool area of this really nice hotel, bright, beautiful colors. Everyone's wearing these colorful bathing suits and outfits. They're swimming, they're diving into the pool. And it captures the essence of that day because these were the fun things that we did do back then, and that they did a lot in the movies back then. Swimming pools were kind of a big deal, and diving boards. I miss having diving boards at the pools. Like they used to have them at the hotels and everything. Everywhere there would be diving boards. Now people get hurt, and so they've taken all the diving boards out everywhere. But this movie captures life kind of like what it was back then, and it's just fun to see. And then Bond, he's wearing that one piece, that onesie. It's got the baby blue, just the colors. It catches the eyes. So a very nice aspect to this movie is the style. It captures your eyes, and it's visually stimulating. And then, of course, speaking of color, you have a girl that gets covered in gold at one point, and that was something that had never been done before. I mean, there we go, right, right there. That hadn't been done before, and it stands out even to this day. And what a sinister way to get back at someone, to have somebody be killed in such a manner. Then later we get to play a round of golf with Bond and Goldfinger, and there's the dance. Now, at first, Goldfinger was kind of taken aback because he was kind of sabotaged out of nowhere. But this time, they're face to face. And so we have the dance of words and egos. And once again, a cheater, once again, he's cheating, and he gets his just rewards for cheating yet again. So Bond wins over him again by doing the same thing. He uses the cheater's own devices against him and comes out victorious. So now this movie stands out because we also see Bond not only to be toyed with physically, he's a physical threat, but you don't toy with Bond mentally either. So that really comes out. Then of course we have the car. We have the Aston Martin, the DB5. Almost every Bond fan has some form of this car in their collection. It's the original. It's the best. And who didn't want an ejector seat after watching that movie? I mean, how cool was that? Now, a major element to Bond becoming a super spy, I believe, really is this car. Because with this car, Bond now he kind of has superhuman powers. So yeah, this gave him some powers of invulnerability, so to speak, that he didn't have before. So this really lent itself to that aspect as well. Then we have a super villain, and then a dangerous henchman, Odd Job, who has an over the top weapon with his hat that cuts stone and steel with the brim, and we get to see him use it against people as well. Then we have a massive reveal. The supervillain's plans. He shows the outlines of his plan, and he gives it to all of us, right in front of all of us. But he doesn't just say it; he shows it. We have all this big use of technology, a huge model filled with miniatures, and this way of revealing a villain's plans. This was going to be copied for many Bond movies in the future. And guess what? It works every single time they do it. And the reason is it's captivating. and it's cool to watch. I also believe by using this kind of a method, it also makes the villain look even larger and more ominous. It kind of makes the villain look larger than life because using all these miniatures and he's hovering over it, in comparison to these models, he looks big and powerful. It's like Godzilla standing over the city. So it's also a great mental influence on the watcher to just give you that feeling of, oh, this is a powerful individual that could do a lot of harm. Now, the clothing style of Bond is, of course, top level in Goldfinger. Many men still to this day model their dress after this movie and after this style. For one, it has that retro look that shows class and sophistication, and yet without having the exact name brands, and that it's a look that's still fairly easy to achieve. So it's an obtainable fashion. So that makes it even more endearing. Also, we have the locations. There's these beautiful, just beautiful scenic backgrounds that are captured throughout the movie. It's a beautiful movie to watch because of all the scenery, the color, the great camera angles too. We have some really interesting points of view given to us with the camera angles. So it's very, again, besides the colors, you have these different angles of the scenery that it's very pleasing to the eyes. There's action, there's escapes, there's secret plans, there's the big final battle. At the end, you have a nail biting ending included with that. Is Bond, how is he going to beat the unbeatable? Basically, going up against someone bigger, more powerful. How's he going to beat this unbeatable henchman, this bad guy? And can he stop the plans in time? Because they are life threatening. So, I mean, really, it's an incredible movie. And this movie, to me, it rivals many of today's movies that try to pull this off, and yet they just fall short many times because they cloud things with just too much. They try to throw too much going in there, or they don't give you a satisfying ending that does the rest of the movie justice. They can ruin a great movie with a bad ending. But Goldfinger, it's driven, yet it's simple. It's easy to follow, but it also gives you a lot of visual stimulation, and you have the right payoff at the end. It leaves you wanting to come back for more. And we did. We did come back for more, many more times. So, happy 60th anniversary, Goldfinger. And if you have not watched it, if you've just happened to stumble on this video, I almost envy you getting to see it for the first time and getting to soak it in all new and fresh. I mean, I enjoy it still, for sure. But the first viewing, I mean, that's always special for any of the Bond movies. So if you haven't seen it yet, enjoy. You're going to like it. And then hopefully it introduces you into, it's going to keep you coming back for more as well. So thank you for watching this 60th anniversary of Goldfinger video, my first movie review where I've really talked about many aspects of the movie that I enjoyed. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review and appreciation video for Goldfinger. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care. All right. Bye.